Today's guest is Scott Messenger. Here's our Job Talk with a writer and editor.
Welcome to the Job Talk podcast, where we talk with people who love their jobs. Our guests open up about their challenges, surprises, and secrets to success in their industries. Through conversation, we explore their careers, past work experiences, and the education that got them to where they are now. This is the shortened version from our in-depth conversation. Please visit thejobtalk.com to find the full episode.
What is a typical day like for you in your career?
A typical day in my career is ensuring that there is enough content being produced for the publication that I'm responsible for. So that means making sure I'm getting my writing done and making sure that I am able to provide the edits that other writers are waiting for me to produce. And then just ensuring that we keep filling the content pipeline.
I'm wondering what kind of challenges you're up against when you're writing something that maybe you don't know that well. Is that one of the challenges you might say in your position right now?
To a point. Like, I'm the kind of writer, I think, who has taught himself that you can't live that way as a writer. You can't, it's a luxury, write what you know. And I think that there's certainly writers out there who are far superior to me that are able to do that. But no, like, even as a freelance writer writing for different magazines and on various topics, you're never really writing what you know. You're writing. You're writing in a way to learn and to help your audience learn in some ways. I do think people go to publications to learn something. I think they go to them first and foremost to be entertained. But nevertheless, they want to come away with something, right? And so I think that, you don't have to write what you know. You just have to be open to learning as you go. And then, you come away with, with knowing something new through that process, which is really one of the best aspects of the whole job, to be honest. But yeah, it's really not possible, I don't think, to have that attitude and to be successful.
Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you feel would be important to somebody looking into a career as being a writer?
The biggest thing is setting your ego aside, I think. You have to, you got to know the skills. Well, I shouldn't say that because I'm a bit hypocritical when I say that. I don't know the rules of grammar, and I don't know the difference between prepositions and dangling participle. I can't even say it. But I don't know that stuff, but I know what's right when it's on the page and whatnot. So you can kind of get away with certain things. But what you cannot get away with is having an ego and letting that get in the way of your relationship with an editor. Because as I mentioned earlier, I really feel that writing is a collaborative process between a writer and an editor. And with that, team, you're going to produce better material than you'll be able to on your own. And I think that being able to listen to feedback is just such an important skill in really anything in life. But then you have to act on it, right? You have to, take those things as professional criticisms, not necessarily see them as personal criticisms, and then translate them into something positive, right? And so there's a skill set in that on its own. And once you master that, though, I think you're well on your way to, what I said earlier before, which is just sort of that lifetime of pursuing improvement in your craft. Like, I'm still not the writer that I want to be. I almost hope that I die before I become the writer that I want to be, because I always want to be in pursuit of that, because that's the thing that's going to keep motivating me. And getting feedback from people is the thing that's going to keep pushing me forward.
Thank you for tuning in to the Job Talk podcast. For more information, please visit us at thejobtalk.com.